Hello everyone. So in this series I'll start from the basic. So this first video is about our own body. So the first thing first that we will do today is know our body and how it works. Welcome to this first episode of Only It Was Easy. So starting with this, I'll be showing you some pictures for better explanation of the thing that I would want to say. We have read in our biology classes that ovaries release egg and it goes to the fallopian tube, and it is in this fallopian tube the sperm meets the egg, and if the fertilization takes place, it goes to the uterus where it gets implanted. And if there is no fertilization, then the uterus wall, the lining, it falls off, and that what leads to the menstruation cycle that we all go through, where during the period, blood and tissue from the lining of our uterus flows out through vagina. I hope through this picture things become clearer to you. We use pads, tampons and menstrual cup. We will be discussing about this in our next upcoming videos in this same series. But my main focus of today's video is on our female anatomy, or anybody who is having ovaries. Now, in the next picture that I'll be showing you, you will see and clear some of the myths. It's important to notice that we have an urethral opening, a vaginal opening, and an anus. So through urethral opening, the bladder discharges the urine from the body. Through the vaginal opening, the blood gets discharged during our periods or our menstruation cycle, and also we have the sex through vagina opening only, like the penis enters the vaginal opening, and we give birth through this vaginal opening itself. And then we have anus, through which we secrete the excreta out of our body. Important thing here to notice is the vaginal opening. So you're secreting blood out during our menstruation cycle, then a penis enters inside the vaginal opening, and it is through this same vagina that a baby comes out. According to an article by Mathew Hoffman in Women's Health, I'll be linking the article in the description box below. A vagina is an elastic, muscular canal with a soft, flexible lining that provides lubrication and sensation. The vagina connects the uterus to the outside world. The vulva and labia form the entrance, and cervix of the uterus protrudes into the vagina, forming the interior end. So the cervix is the interior end, as shown in this picture, and the labia and the vulva or vagina opening forms the outer end. Important and interesting thing to notice in this definition by Hoffman is that the vagina is an elastic muscular canal. So it is an elastic canal. So this is where menstruation cup comes into the picture. There is a myth that using a menstrual cup you might lose the elasticity of your vagina, or it might become very loose. So it is nothing like that. Tanya Narendra, aka Dr. Cuterus on social media herself, says that
putting a menstrual cup inside, having a lot of sex will not make your vagina loose.
Imagine an elastic band. So the vagina is an elastic band. So when you stretch it, it does stretch, but when you leave it, it again regains its shape. Well, the time may vary that when it does, but it does for sure. As you can see here, the vagina's mushy tissue remains tightly folded. For example, during sex, the vaginal muscle loosens, but after it naturally contracts and tightens again. It is only, after multiple childbirths or with age that the vagina, loosens. The vaginal muscle loosens up a little bit and does not constrict as it used to when, it was younger. Now we shall move to hymen. So hymen is a thin, fleshy tissue that's located at the opening of the vagina, and it can be of different shape and size. Main concern here is not to discuss about different shape and sizes of hymen, but about the myth that being a virgin, can we use a menstrual cup, or will my hymen break down, and things like that. Based on my own small study and research, or whatever I've seen on the net, I found that using a menstrual cup does not necessarily break your hymen. But this taboo of breaking a hymen is something that restricts girls in using tampon or a menstrual cup. But moving further from that, there are questions around, will my menstrual cup get lost inside, or it might never come out, and things like that. So as I said earlier, that the cervix is the inner point, so your menstrual cup won't go further than the cervix, and you can easily take out the menstrual cup from your vagina. If at all you face any difficulty, it can be obviously removed by the doctors without any operations. Like, we have different positions and several ways of inserting and removing it. I have been using menstrual cup since 2017, as I said in my previous videos as well, and it has never stuck inside, or it has never lost inside. So be rest assured that things like that are very minimalistic, and it won't happen if you get things done right, which I'm sure you will. Anxieties before using one is an obvious, and this video series aim to ease out these anxieties and help you see things more clear. Aim of this video one, in this video series only, if it was easy, was to introduce you to your own body anatomically, and also to bust a few myths around it. Well, obviously I'm sure you might not be convinced, and if you are, I'll feel really privileged. If you are not convinced, and if you have any questions regarding the same, you can always comment down below, or you can text me personally in my Instagram handle at @sudipta_shaw, or you can mail me the same. I'll be giving you my email ID in the description box below. That is shawsudipta1998 @gmail.com. And do reach up to me and comment your anxieties and tell me how do you feel, and were there any information that you didn't know about, or is there any information you want to know more about, things like that. I'm always there to help you spread the love. Thank you for watching the video. Share it with all your female colleagues, or anyone who goes through the menstruation cycle and who you feel would like to know more about the female anatomy.